Scotland stands alone and aggrieved. 62% voted to stay in the European Union, yet that doesn't count. Britain is pulling out of the EU, and in turn it may well mean the exit of Scotland from the UK. The reaction among many Scots was one of shock and some anger.
I'm not impressed. Ridiculous.
Dreadful decision. Dreadful. Yep.
I think it's the worst thing that's happened to this country since 1979 when Margaret Thatcher got into power.
Their leader tried to give them reassurance.
I want to make it absolutely clear today that I intend to take all possible steps and explore all options to give effect to how people in Scotland voted. In other words, to secure our continuing place in the EU and in the single market in particular.
Calm, measured words from Nicola Sturgeon, but what she's talking about is seismic. A second independence referendum, and if there's a yes vote, Scotland could be joining Europe as a new state while Britain pulls out. And where does that leave the UK as an entity? Broken. Amongst all the shock and confusion of the day, US Republican Donald Trump flew in for a reopening ceremony of his golfing resort in Ayrshire. And he promptly weighed in, talking of the wider consequences of this result.
You see it with Europe, all over Europe. You're going to have more than just, in my opinion, more than just what happened last night. You're going to have, I think, many other cases where they want to take their borders back, they want to take their monetary back, they want to take a lot of things back.
And it's already becoming apparent that it may not just be the people of Scotland getting out of the UK.
Well, the Welsh First Minister has said that Wales was promised, Wales, which gets a lot of money from the European Union, was promised that it wouldn't lose out on a single penny now that the UK has left the EU. So the Welsh First Minister has been calling for a redoing of the funding formula for allocating resources. And then in Northern Ireland, the Remain side warned that this could have implications for the peace agreement in Northern Ireland.
Undoubtedly, the results of these votes pose more questions than answers for Scotland, amongst them what currency it would use if it left the UK. Many Scots don't favour switching to the euro. But for now, people are too busy absorbing what's happened than fully considering the consequences. This man wrote his banner before the politicians used the phrase, "Scotland dragged out against our will."